All right, hello, my name is Mr. Whyzguy, and as you can see, this is my channel. Do what's on screen. Thank you very much. We're gonna be watching Rad Feminist instantly quits debate after hearing Destiny's logic. And yeah, so sit back, grab a snack, and enjoy this very short clip.
So a woman who's, selling pornography on OnlyFans is participating in an industry where there is that kind of trafficking, where we're talking about
we have
being
to
trafficked into prostitution.
Yeah, but I think we need to talk about meaningfully different. Like, for instance, like when I work at a retail store selling shoes, I'm technically participating in an industry that at some chain in the supply is having, child labor potentially, building shoes. But I don't think it would be the same to say that, like, if you sell shoes at a shoe store, you are participating in slavery, right? We can speak about meaningful.
Let's say that we're not talking about somebody selling photos of their foot. Let's say that we're talking about.
I think I made a mistake, guys. This was a big mistake.
Notice how you hear him click before he started saying that. So, like, she can't hear what he just said. He made a big mistake, and now he's gonna click back to unmute himself so that she could hear him again.
Their body. So most.
See, heard that? The little click. Something just a nice little thing to point out,
Most of pornography is sex, right? Women are getting paid to engage in sex acts with.
Well,
men,
sex or sex acts. Okay, sex acts with men. I don't know if that's even necessarily true, but because I don't know on OnlyFans if the majority of stuff being sold is boy-girl content or if it's solo content. I'm not sure.
I was thinking more of like Hub, but I don't access OnlyFans, so I don't know.
This bothers me. It's like, first she combines everything together, then she brings up a statistic, and then he's like, well, that's not really necessarily true for like OnlyFans, and then she's like, well, I'm talking about more like Pornhub. I'm like, you just combined everything together, and now you're trying to talk about something specific without actually mentioning it before, and now you're gonna correct them. Like, oh, I'm actually talking about something. Like, she switches back and forth from the generalization to a specific thing without actually saying anything. I think that's a bit dishonest, because you can't just lead with all these things are basically the same and then start talking about specifics without actually mentioning that you're going to talk about something specific beforehand. It's dishonest, because then it makes the other person look like an idiot. If for someone that doesn't catch that, it would make the other person look like an idiot, and that's kind of dumb. It's kind of dumb.
I don't know what most of the content is there, but I think that there's all kinds of different content on OnlyFans. I think that from what I understand, the content that makes the most money is like graphic pornography.
So
I think that the
like
quasi
friends
making that much money.
So that's okay. Hold on. So that's just not true, okay? So I know the largest creator on OnlyFans, and I'm pretty sure she only does solo content. Amaranth is the largest OnlyFans creator. If she did start doing boy-girl content, it was very recent, and it's just with like dildos. That is not true. There are a lot of people that are really big on OnlyFans that do explicitly solo content without boy-girl stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't saying, when I say graphic pornography, I wasn't necessarily saying that there was literally. I was just referring to like feet photos. Like, I don't think that feet photos are the things that are making the most money on OnlyFans. Sure,
I know, but we're hold on. We're bouncing all over the place, because you said like sex acts with men and women, so that sounds like pornography where there's going on. But I think for a lot of OnlyFans stuff, there are just people that sell lewd pictures or naked pictures of themselves, or they use toys on themselves. They're not necessarily like doing full-on prostitution.
Okay, so there's graphic. That still qualifies as graphic pornography when we're seeing women's like genitals and things being put inside those genitals, like they're being penetrated and so on and so forth. I would still qualify that as graphic.
Sure. And we can call it graphic pornography, but it's not sex acts between men and women. That's all.
He muted himself again when he was saying that word over and over again. I love this guy. He's so brutal. All right.
I'm saying, right.
Okay, so
but to his detriment sometimes, like he to his detriment. He could be nice, but like to his detriment, like I don't know. It's just really nice to hear sometimes.
You just want to talk about OnlyFans, and I want to talk about like the porn industry.
Okay, when I argue,
isn't that a part of it? You want to talk about something general. There she goes again. She wants to talk about something general, and then she assumes that he's only talking about something that's within that general, and then she's like, nah, I'm talking about all of it, not just that one thing inside the thing that I'm talking about. That's just confusing. Yeah, that's just confusing. That's confusing, misleading. Like, you're gonna, like, how are we supposed to know what you're talking about then? And then she's gonna do a sweeping generality for the entire industry. And then he's going to point out in this specific sector, and that's in the same industry that you're talking about, that's not the case. And then she's going to be like, well, I'm not talking about that. And I'm like, you are talking about that. You're talking about the whole thing. Like, that's just, okay, cool. That's just annoying. It's just annoying.
Conservatives, I do a lot of political debate online. When I argue with conservatives about immigration, sometimes they'll play this game where they swap out refugees, illegal immigrants, and immigrants, and they talk about all of them at the same time. And I think that these are three totally separate groups of people that have totally separate like realities that they deal with, and they need totally separate treatments. The way you would treat an illegal immigrant is going to be way different than you treat a refugee. When we're talking about like pornography and prostitution, like if you want to say, I'm not a big fan of prostitution because it seems like there's a lot of trafficking involved, even in places where it's legalized, like Germany, which is true, that's a lot different than saying I don't like all of the sex industry because there's trafficking everywhere. When we look at things like OnlyFans, that's largely empowering to the women that work there and don't have anywhere near the amount of trafficking going on as what's going to happen in like a shady brothel in Europe.
Okay, so you made it to the end. I'm just here to remind you to don't be disrespectful and throw a comment down below because you left without saying anything, and that's not cool. Remember to do things on the screen right now, and thanks for watching. This is an automated system, by the way.